Welcome back to Stray Trains. We were at Flinders Street and couldn't find the 11:28 Blackburn service until we looked up at the passenger information displays and found it would be on platform 7, then later changed to platform 9. In this video we're going to take a look at some of the problems with Richmond Junction and ride this train from Flinders Street Platform 9 to Richmond Platform 10. So we depart Flinders Street Platform 9 towards Blackburn at about just after 11:30 AM in the morning. And, well, already this train was about 2.5 minutes late from its scheduled departure time. We theorised that the reason why it was changed from Platform 7 to 9 was there was also an 11:28 departure V-line train towards Traralgon. Now, being that both trains had their scheduled time to leave Flinders Street was 11:28, you of course couldn't have them on the same platforms. However, by not putting the V-line on platform 9, this definitely caused a few complications at Richmond Junction. We'll talk about it as we get closer to Richmond Junction, but essentially because Richmond Junction is a flat junction, if any trains have to use any of the points to cross over tracks, all other trains must wait. So, why exactly did this happen? Well, it appeared that there was a train from Glen Waverley that would have formed the Blackburn train, ended up running a cross-city service after, which is the Frankston, Werribee or Williamstown lines, and this extrapolis here, which came from, we believe, Frankston, ended up running towards Blackburn. This, as to be clear, we theorised would probably be just to use the points a little bit, as some of the points at Richmond Junction aren't used very often, so essentially they just switched a train from the Burnley group to the Cross City group and vice versa, which is why there were essentially two trains in the space of minutes using these points, one on the up and one on the down. With the up using different points to the down, essentially all the points were only serviced, if you want to call it, once. As we are approaching Richmond Junction now, we see the 11:28 departure from Flinders Street towards Traralgon come to a halt at a safe distance to allow for this Blackburn service to utilise the points across the junction. And there we go, from the Caulfield 3 lines to the Burnley local lines. So what delay did this cause? Well, keep it in mind we left at 11:30. The 11:28 Traralgon train departing Flinders Street was held up at the junction for our move, which also meant the 11:31 East Pakenham service, which was behind that Traralgon service, was also held up.
Now arriving at Richmond. Change here for Pakenham, Cranbourne, Frankston and Sandringham services.
Because this Blackburn service left about 2.5 minutes late, the 11:33 Glen Waverley service was also held up. So whilst only 3 trains were slightly held up, you can imagine that if this move was to take place during a busy time such as the peak time, it would hold a lot of trains up, and this is why this type of movement across Richmond Junction doesn't happen very often. Thank you so much for watching, hope you've enjoyed the video, and I think we'll leave it at that. Cheers.